Hello, Gogokid teacher Kristie here, and today I want to talk to you about the ESL strategy of making corrections. Corrections are one of the most important things we can do in the classroom. It's really important to make sure that you're listening to your student and correcting them when needed, but it's also just as important, if not more so important, to make sure that you are correcting your students in the right way. So today I want to talk about 5 steps for making an effective correction. Step number 1, make sure that you are listening very carefully when your student speaks. Don't anticipate what you think they're going to say. Focus in and listen carefully to what they actually say. When you're focused and listening carefully, you can pick out the small mistakes that they make and you can more effectively correct their pronunciation and their grammar. Step 2, don't interrupt the student while they're speaking. Even if you hear a mistake being made early on in the sentence, allow your student to finish their thought. It's possible they may correct themselves before they get done. So please make sure that you are giving plenty of wait time and you are allowing the student to finish speaking before you jump in and make a correction. Step 3. Make sure that you zero in on just one error at a time. It's possible that the student can make more than one mistake in a sentence, but you really want to zero in and only focus on the one main error that needs correction. If you try to correct too many things at once, you could confuse the student, you could overwhelm them, or you could make them so self-conscious that they aren't willing to continue trying and taking risks. So just focus on one error at a time. Step 4 is repetition. After you've made the correction, you want to have the student repeat it correctly once or twice before you move on. Make sure that they are repeating it correctly, and that will really help solidify that learning. And step 5, make sure that you are having the student speak in a complete sentence once you are finished. Once you've made the specific correction and you have had them repeat it, go ahead and have them use it in a complete sentence correctly. Complete sentences and conversation is, of course, the goal of all of our classes, so we are always pushing and encouraging our students to use those complete sentences. And finally, probably the most important reminder of all is to make sure that every time you make corrections, you need to do it in a positive and encouraging way. Please do not tell the student no. Please do not tell the student that they are wrong. Simply tell them they're doing a good job. Reward their effort, encourage them to keep trying, and then simply make the correction. So for example, let me show you how I would put all of these tips together to correct a student. So for example, let's say I have a student, Jenny here, and she says, "I see a apple." I would then say to her, "Good job, Jenny." An apple. An apple. Yes. An apple. An apple. Good job. I see an apple. I see an apple. Yay, Jenny! Way to go! Great job! You get a star! Thank you so much for spending a little time with me. I hope you found this teaching tip helpful, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.